Like, oh my God. The Trump administration, and whenever I start off a video like that, you know it cannot be good, decided that nursing, teaching, social work, physical therapy, and like half the medical field are no longer considered professional degrees. Oh, you mean the people who literally keep this country from falling apart like a stale Nature Valley bar have now been demoted? Great! Just fucking great! Hi everyone, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, you know what fucking time it is, bitch. It's time for the Daily Scream! Great news, theology made the cut as a professional degree. Yes, the study of God made the cut. Because that is somehow more professional than literally keeping people from dying on an operating table. And here's the kicker, every single field they kicked off the list, female dominated. Nurses, 90% women. Teachers, mostly women. Social workers, 81 to 85% women. Gee, I wonder why these magically became not professional enough. Oh, would you look at that? This is all a part of Trump's one big beautiful bill, where student loan limits got rewritten so professional degree students can borrow $50,000 a year, but everybody else, $20,000 and a pat on the back. The Department of Education even had the audacity to be like, this is the 1965 definition of a professional degree. Nurses were never included. Okay, and every major nursing association, social work association, medical workforce coalition, educators, occupational therapy groups, literally everybody has been begging the Department of Education to update this outdated definition. Why are we using a definition older than the colored TV to decide student loans in 2026? 260,000 nursing students right now will have their loan cap slashed. Programs are warning that this will worsen the nurse shortage. Gut rural care. Literally reduce the number of new nurses graduating each year. Why did this administration hate the people that quite literally hold this country together? Because guaranteed, if every nurse, teacher, and social worker got up and left their fucking job right now, this country wouldn't make it a fucking week. The people in charge of this country are actually so unbelievably stupid, and if you support their decisions, bitch, you are fucking too. Well, not only has Trump declared he's revoked free speech, but get this, guys. We've officially entered a civil war! Hi everyone, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, you know what fucking time it is, bitch. It's time for the Daily Scream. This isn't a metaphorical civil war. No, we're talking about an actual one. Like Texas has invaded Illinois civil war. I'm not even being dramatic here. The Texas National Guard literally just landed in Chicago against Illinois' will. The governor of Illinois is like, this is an invasion. And Trump is like, yeah, it is an invasion. That's the point. And in that same breath, this Diet Coke addicted, clogged artery, geriatric moron said, we took the freedom of speech away.
We took the freedom of speech away because that's been through the courts, and the court said you have freedom of speech.
I'm sorry. Who's we? You and the voices in your head? He literally said, we took the freedom of speech because when people burn the flag, it agitates crowds. Sir? That's the entire point of free speech. To agitate people. Why the fuck do you think we have Twitter? And then he goes, if you burn the flag, you get 1 year in jail. What the fuck is this? Roblox Prison Break Patriotic Edition? You can't just make up laws because your feelings got hurt, you expired raisin. Meanwhile, he's threatening to use the Insurrection Act to deploy troops against U.S. citizens. And people are like, oh, it's fine. It's just for safety. Oh, yeah, because nothing screams safety like sending soldiers into Chicago uninvited. We're watching democracy go from land of the free to land of the federally occupied. So yeah, we're in a civil war and Trump with his full diaper of shit is cosplaying a dictator. So the government shut down under the Trump administration again. And guess what got cut this time? Not missiles, not congressional paychecks, not Trump's golf trips or his spray tan appointments, not JD Vance's lavish trips he's been taking. No, it's food. Literal food! Hi everyone, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, you know what fucking time it is, bitch. It's time for the Daily Scream. 40 million Americans are about to lose their food stamps because the Trump administration is saying they can't legally use the emergency fund. Right, but somehow it's legal for Donald Trump to use hundreds of thousands of taxpayer dollars to go golfing and fund Israel while people in America starve. The USDA says there's no money for groceries. Meanwhile, JD Vance is out here taking lavish European trips with his billionaire friends. Trump's riding in a golf cart and building a ballroom that costs more than the average American's yearly fucking salary. But working class families, oh, you get to ration peanut butter sandwiches and hope it gets you through the week. Because apparently we can fund golf resorts, private jets, we can fund Secret Service detail for men who couldn't even spell out empathy if you spotted them every fucking vowel, but we draw the line at baby formula. There is an emergency fund for food stamps. Like, it exists. It's been used before. But the rotting pus-filled carcasses of meat that we call the Trump administration said no. Because apparently starving Americans is cheaper than funding Israel. But don't worry, the billionaires are fine. Trump's been wiping their asses with his fucking tongue. How the fuck did we end up in one of the wealthiest countries in the world? But we have working class families and poor people having to skip out on fucking meals while the people responsible get to go on fucking vacation. They call it balancing budget? No, babe. They're robbing the hungry to feed the powerful. I fear some of you guys truly don't understand how scary this is. So many reporters refuse to sign the Pentagon's new "we promise not to report stuff you don't pre-approve" rules that dozens literally turned in their badges and left the building. Like the Pentagon had a full-blown walkout. Pete Hegseth rolled out some new press rules that said, if you want Pentagon credentials, you have to acknowledge that you won't use or obtain unauthorized information, including material that's already public knowledge, or they can yank your badge and brand you a security risk. Reporters had to sign this bullshit by Tuesday or lose access on Wednesday. And most major news outlets said, fuck no, packed up their shit and left. Essentially what Pete Hegseth did was tell journalists they're not allowed to do journalism. If reporters can lose access for simply asking about non-pre-approved facts, then sources stop talking, leaks dry up, and the only story that's left is the official one. That's not security, that's PR management. And now we're all blocked off from important information. We're talking war planning, troop safety, civilian casualties, all areas where independent scrutiny has historically exposed fuck-ups in the government and saved lives. So with reporters outside the fucking building now, speed and access no longer exist. Which means we learn less, and what we do learn, we learn later when we're facing the consequences. Now, why is this so fucking scary? Because there's historical precedent for this kind of fucking shit. There was once something called the Editor's Law. It forced journalists to register with the government. It banned people of color, Jewish people, and anyone who criticized those in power from working in the media. Every article had to strengthen the nation. You couldn't publish anything that made the government look bad. And you want to guess who came up with that law? Hitler. So, apparently, if you're a Republican state senator in a group chat saying, "I love Hitler," joking around about gas chambers, rape, and calling black people monkeys, that's just edgy humor. But if you're Sohran Mamdani, a Muslim socialist New Yorker who rapped about politics 10 years ago, Trump wants you deported. Bitch, what? Well, it appears as though America has officially entered Nazi Germany. Hi everyone, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, you know what fucking time it is, bitch. It's time for the Daily Scream. Vice President J.D. Vance, yes, the man who looks like he writes Yelp reviews for chain steakhouses and also wrote a book about being a hillbilly, said the young Republicans who were caught in a 2,900-page racist group chat were just being offensive and edgy. They used the N-word over 250 fucking times, joked about rape, and one of them, who was the chair of the New York State Young Republicans, mind you, literally said, "I love Hitler." And one of these men, Sam Douglas, is an actual Vermont state senator. Like, this isn't some random Reddit troll. This man helps to write laws. Meanwhile, we got stupid fucking bitches like Congressman Andy Ogles, who says Sohran Mamdani isn't really American because he's a socialist and wrote a political rap song 10 years ago. No crimes at all. He was just spitting bars, and now Andy Ogles wants to put him behind bars. Andy, you represent Tennessee, where the state bird is practically a Confederate flag. Please sit the fuck down. And Trump, the human form of a greased up rotisserie chicken left on the spigot too long, he jumped in to say Mamdani's not even really American. You are literally following Hitler's handbook and also try to overthrow the government. You can also shut the fuck up and sit the fuck down. Thank you. This isn't about jokes. This isn't about lyrics. It's about who's allowed to be hateful and who gets punished for being brown and outspoken. So yeah, J.D. Vance, when you say Hitler jokes are edgy, but a Muslim's rap lyrics are terrorism, that's not patriotism, that's fascism. And I'm sure you would have loved to get down on your hands and knees to unzip Hitler's pants and put that hillbilly mouth to work. So Vance, why don't you shut the fuck up and sit the fuck down too? These are literally, these are the people running this fucking country. Are you kidding me? Our president, a man who looks like a melted Build-A-Bear dipped in butter, got online today and said that Democrats calling out his illegal orders are committing seditious behavior punishable by death. Punishable by death. Hi everyone, if you're new, welcome. welcome. If you're not, you know what fucking time it is, bitch. It's time for the Daily Scream. Trump said Democrat lawmakers, who, mind you, are veterans, former CIA, former Navy, people who have actually served this country, something that shit-filled diaper coward has never done, should be arrested, put on trial, and yes, one of the posts he reposted said, hang them. George Washington would. Sir, George Washington wouldn't hang anybody. If anything, he'd hang you up, bitch. And this all started because 6 Democratic lawmakers sent out a 90-second video simply reminding service members that they should not follow illegal orders. You know, the actual law, what the Constitution tells you to do, the thing every service member is supposed to do. This is insanity. And Democrats are freaking the fuck out, as they should be, because this is an outright threat from the president. The president is calling for the execution of elected officials. Meanwhile, we got the White House press secretary, Caroline Leavitt, out here trying to spin it like, no, he wasn't saying execute them. He was just saying their actions might be punishable by law. Babe, he literally typed out the word death in all caps. And the lawmakers he threatened are now getting extra Capitol Police escorts because the president literally has a band of unhinged cult members that will do whatever he says. This isn't normal. This isn't politics. This is the president of the United States threatening to kill people in Congress because they told the military to follow the law. And of course, we have Republican leaders out here defending this sociopath. So y'all stay safe, stay protected. And I usually don't do this, but I actually ordered a copy of the Declaration of Independence and the U.S. Constitution off the TikTok shop. So God forbid you don't know your rights and you want to, maybe get one of these. I'll link it below. Because currently our government is being held together by a hairpin and CVS duct tape. You mean to tell me the 2 leading candidates we have for who Bubba is in the Epstein emails, the same Bubba Trump was allegedly down there gobbling up like a McRib, are either Bill Clinton or Ghislaine Maxwell's literal fucking horse? Bill Clinton or a fucking horse? Hi everyone, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, you know what fucking time it is, bitch. It's time for the Daily Scream. Bitch, those 2 options aren't even in the same category. One is a former president and the other is a fucking animal. How are these the 2 options? What fucking timeline have I entered into? Now, personally, I don't think Bubba is a horse. I doubt Trump was behind the stables deep-throating a stallion. There's also 0 legitimate proof that this horse existed other than this tweet. But the fact that people are even asking, was it Bill Clinton or a horse? Let alone people are actually questioning it? Girl, that's the sign of a dying empire. Meanwhile, Mark Epstein, Jeffrey Epstein's brother, he was the one who sent this email back in 2018, and now he's going around like, come on guys, it was just a humorous exchange between 2 brothers. What part of this was a joke? Was it Putin allegedly having these photos hidden away in a folder? Our president having gluck gluck allegations against him? And of course, leave it to the White House to post a photo of Trump and Melania and caption it power couple just 48 hours